Over the past 10 years, we've gotten plenty of new iPhones, and they've revolutionized throughout the years as well with the new USB-C adapter, charger, new no touch ID anymore, new Face ID features, new battery types, and many more. So now we're here in 2023 and the iPhone 15 is about to arrive, which is why this video is being made for you guys to find out all the new features that are coming with the new iPhone 15, and it's 4 different versions, which we'll dive more into throughout the video. So without further ado, let's unlock our phones and dive right into it. The 2023 iPhone 15 models are expected to feature USB-C instead of Lightning, so don't invest in any chargers now guys, just wait for the iPhone 15 to come out if you're planning on getting one. Faster modem chips, upgraded camera technology, and more. Some new rumored features are 6.1 and 6.7 inch sizes, dynamic islands for all models, Periscope zoom lens for pro models, USB-C ports, and Qualcomm modem chips. Apple in September 2022 released the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro models, but we've been hearing rumors about the iPhone 15 since well before the latest iPhone became available for purchase. Now that the launch is approaching, rumors are picking up and we know a good deal about what to expect this year. Apple is planning to release a total of 4 iPhone 15 models in the same size as the iPhone 14 models, including 2 6.1 inch iPhones and 2 6.7 inch iPhones. One of the 6.1 inch iPhones will be the standard iPhone 15, while one of the 6.7 inch models will be an iPhone 15 Plus. The other 6.1 and 6.7 inch iPhones will be higher end and more expensive Pro models, and they could be even pricier this year. As with the iPhone 14/14 Pro lineup, the best features will be reserved for the iPhone 15 Pro models to make the cost extra worth it. Rumors are so far suggesting that we can expect the USB-C port instead of a Lightning port on all of the iPhone 15 models, and the dynamic island is going to be available for the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus. In addition to the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, that means Apple will be doing away with the notch that it has used since the iPhone X for the flagship iPhone lineup for a sleeker, less intrusive design. Apple plans to use Qualcomm modem chips for the new devices, as its own modem chips that are in development aren't quite ready. Plus, we are expecting new UWB chips for integration with the Vision Pro headset. The standard iPhone 15 models will be an upgrade to the A16 chip that was in the iPhone 14 Pro models, while the iPhone 15 Pro models will use faster and more efficient 3nm A17 chips. Pro models are also expected to see an upgrade to titanium frames, slimmer bezels, and some minor design changes with more curved device edges. And the iPhone 15 Pro Max is also expected to get Periscope lens technology for enhanced zoom capabilities. Now I'll be talking about the design. The iPhone 15 models are expected to look similar to the iPhone 14 models, but the pill and hole cutout will expand to the entire lineup. That means all iPhone 15 models will have no notch, instead adopting the dynamic island introduced in the iPhone 14 Pro models. As there are no major design changes in the store, Apple will continue to offer 4 models: the 6.1 inch iPhone 15, the 6.1 inch iPhone 15 Pro, the 6.7 inch iPhone 15 Max, and the 6.7 inch iPhone 15 Pro Max. The Pro models will have higher end features and will be more expensive, while the standard iPhone 15 models will be cheaper. For the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus design, differences will include the USB-C port instead of a Lightning port, and the transition from the notch to the dynamic island. Along with the dynamic island, all iPhone 15 models could be equipped with a more power efficient OLED display driver chip that's manufactured on a 28nm process, allowing for reduced power consumption that could ultimately lead to improved battery life across the board. The standard iPhone 15 models will not include ProMotion technology or always on display technology, despite the swap to the dynamic island. Apple will continue to reserve these features for the Pro devices. The iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro Dynamic Island is expected to feature an updated design with an integrated proximity sensor, but these deeper curves will be limited to the iPhone 15 Pro models, and the iPhone 15 models will continue to look like the iPhone 14 models with flatter edges, an aluminum frame, and a glass front and back. We are not expecting the same slimmer bezels for the standard iPhone 15 models. Apple's iPhone 15 Pro lineup is expected to feature more curved front glass that better disappears into the frame, and Apple is expected to use titanium instead of stainless steel for the chassis. The iPhone 15 Pro models will also feature an action button that will replace the mute switch, and that will be able to do different things like activate shortcuts, turn on the camera, turn on the flashlight, enable silent mode, and more. An unconfirmed rumor has suggested that the iPhone 15 models could feature a frosted glass back, which has previously been a design detail that Apple has limited to the Pro models. Standard models typically have a glossy back, while the frosted glass is reserved for the more expensive models like the Pro and Pro Max. Renders of the 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Plus suggest that it will feature some minor design updates compared to the iPhone 14 Plus, including tweaks to the size and thickness of the device. iPhone 15 Pro case leaks confirm that the new models will feature slightly repositioned power and volume buttons, with the buttons just a bit lower than they were on the iPhone 14 Pro models. The case features a larger cutout at the bottom to accommodate the USB-C port. Apple is swapping the Lightning port on the iPhone 15 devices for a USB-C port, which will allow it to comply with new regulations implemented in Europe. These regulations require Apple to produce iPhones with USB-C ports in Europe, so Apple either needs to make a worldwide design swap or develop special iPhones for sale in Europe. With this transition, the Mac, iPhone, and iPad will all charge using USB-C, allowing Apple customers to charge the devices with only one charging standard. The iPhone 15 Pro models with USB-C ports will support higher speed data transfers, while the standard iPhone 15 models will continue to feature USB 2.0 speeds, the same as Lightning, giving the Pro models an edge. The iPhone 15 models will support both MagSafe charging and a new Qi2 standard, allowing for 15-watt charging from non-MagSafe third-party accessories. That will allow for faster wireless charging even from accessories that do not officially support MagSafe, as long as those accessories use Qi2. The iPhone 15 models will support both MagSafe charging and a new Qi2 standard, allowing for 15-watt charging from non-MagSafe third-party accessories. That will allow for faster wireless charging even from accessories that do not officially support MagSafe, as long as those accessories use Qi2. Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believe that the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will adopt a 48-megapixel camera technology Apple introduced in the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. A new stacked sensor design will allow the lens to capture more light for an improvement in low-light camera performance. Analyst Jeff Poo has also said that the upcoming standard iPhone 15 models will use the 48-megapixel lens. A second rumor says that the iPhone 15 will include a glass-plastic hybrid lens with an f1.7 aperture. The lens will reportedly feature a single glass element and 6 plastic elements, and while the f1.7 aperture will be an improvement over the f1.79 aperture used in the iPhone 14 Pro models, it will be a slight downgrade compared to the f1.5 aperture featured in the iPhone 14 Plus, but an increase in megapixels if the 48 megapixel camera rumor is correct. Though, the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus models are expected to adopt the same 48 megapixel sensor that Apple used in the iPhone 14 Pro models, they could continue to have a smaller sensor. According to a rumor posted on Weibo, the 48 megapixel camera upgrade will not include the same sensor, and the standard iPhone 15 models may continue to have a smaller stacked CMOS image sensor than the Pro sensor, but it will be an improvement over the sensor in the iPhone 14 models. Apple is expected to adopt Sony's latest state-of-the-art image sensors for some of the iPhone 15 models. Compared to standard sensors, Sony's image sensors double the saturation signal in each pixel, allowing it to capture more light to cut down on underexposure and overexposure. The sensor will allow for improvements in portraits and other images even when strong backlighting is an issue. Sony is using a semiconductor architecture that puts photodiodes and transistors in separate layers, allowing for more photodiodes. It is not clear if all the iPhone 15 models will use the new sensor technology, or if Apple will limit it to the higher-end Pro iPhone 15 models. The iPhone 15 Pro will get a standard zoom lens, and the iPhone 15 models will be limited to the wide and ultra-wide lenses. Periscope lens technology offers optical zoom capabilities that exceed those possible with a standard telephoto lens, allowing for 5 times or even 10 times optical zoom. With a periscope lens, the iPhone's zoom capabilities will be significantly enhanced, as the current Pro models are limited to 3 times zoom. With a periscope lens, light is reflected by an angled mirror toward the image sensor in the camera. The directional shift allows for a folded telephoto lens system for improved optical zoom capabilities without the blurriness that comes with digital zoom. Apple's competitor Samsung has come out with smartphones that use Periscope lens technology that enables 4 times to 10 times optical zoom and up to 100 times digital zoom. Apple analyst Ming-Ching Kuo believes that Apple will implement 6 times optical zoom technology when it adopts the Periscope lens. All iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro models will use the same Qualcomm modem chip, which is most likely the X70. Qualcomm's X70 chip offers improved AI for faster processing speeds, a better coverage range, improved signal, lower latency, and up to 60% improved power efficiency. It provides 1.2 GHz more spectrum in the 6 GHz band, and it can support whole home gigabyte coverage, gigabit connectivity for venues, and it has the bandwidth for higher data streams like those used for AR and VR experiences. The iPhone 15 models are expected to include a next generation ultra-wide band chip that will integrate with the Vision Pro headset. The processor used for that chip will be upgraded to 7nm, a change that will allow for improved performance and reduced energy consumption. The iPhone 15 Pro models are expected to be the first to feature an A-series chip built on Apple supplier TSMC's next generation 3nm node. 3nm chip technology is expected to increase processing performance by 10 to 15%, while also reducing power consumption by up to 35%. The faster A17 chips will be limited to the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, while the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus will adopt the 4nm A16 chip that was first used. Models are expected to be readily available when the devices go up for pre-order. But based on the rumors we're hearing, supplies of the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max could be potentially constrained. There were issues with display manufacturing, but at least one source says those problems have been overcome. Samsung has started mass producing OLED displays for use in all 4 iPhone 15 models. LG Display and BOE also plan to produce display panels for the devices, with LG creating iPhone 15 Pro displays and BOE manufacturing